I've said before that I dislike anti-consumer business practices. I mean, who wouldn't? It's literally bad for them. It hinders them. Nobody wants to be hindered, and there are quite a few companies out there who really like screwing us over. Sony, Apple, Ubisoft, Konami, Electronic Arts, Nintendo. Now I would say Microsoft as they've personally screwed me in the past, but lately I've been thinking, is Microsoft changing? Are they becoming pro-consumer? And I didn't just think of that out of the blue. Let me explain my train of thought. Recently, Microsoft has said that they don't see a point in competing with PC. They want to join in. Microsoft has recently given its exclusives to PC, and though the system they're using is maliciously contrived, they have said that they plan on letting other DRMs sell their games as well. Now when you think of this, you may say, okay, what's the big deal? They opened a market on PC, which they forced on us anyway. It wasn't like Steam where I was free to download it. And that's true, but that's also the shallow way of looking at it. Think of it this way. The PC is objectively the superior platform. Exclusives are one of the only things that keep consoles going, so the Xbox brand could be in grave danger with a decision like this. Think about it. If I have a PC, what would entice me about purchasing an Xbox at this point in time? The exclusives are on the PC, and of course you have all the benefits to PC gaming. Now the pitfalls as of right now is that you have to buy from the Windows Store, and Microsoft did say that maybe not all exclusives will be ported to PC, but regardless of that, this still doesn't help the Xbox brand. Please name me one way in which it does. Well, Barry, there is that Xbox Play Anywhere feature where you can start a game on the Xbox or Windows 10 and then continue it later on the opposite platform. And yeah, that's a cool feature, but do you really think it's going to sell consoles? I have a PC, I buy a game from the Windows Store, and all of a sudden I'm enticed to buy a console because I want to play the game on both systems? I don't think so. Now why am I saying all this? Why is it pertinent to the topic of this video? Well, think about this. Microsoft is sacrificing the sales of their consoles, sacrificing the Xbox brand so that their consumers can play every single game they want to, the way they want to. Why am I afraid? This is not like Microsoft, and again, yes, they forced the Windows Store on us, and yes, the games are locked to their DRM as of right now, but they didn't have to let us have any of them. No console gamers were telling Microsoft that if they didn't let PC gamers play the games too, that they would leave and go to PC or PlayStation. Microsoft did this on their own. They're letting us choose how we want to experience the games that they make, and this is very, very pro-consumer, and again, I'm terrified. I'm almost instantly thinking that there's something else going on. Microsoft is about money. They've always been about money. I mean, not as bad as Apple or anything, but the consumer has always come second in comparison, and all of a sudden, they are giving us more options. The people responsible for the Xbox, consoles, these gaming platforms that restrict, this company is giving us more options, and I don't know whether to feel excited or scared because of that very track record. I'm kind of confused, but happy. It's cool that Microsoft is thinking more about the consumer lately, and I'm kind of shocked that when you compare the two companies recently, Sony is the evil one. The tables have really turned. Now I'm going to let you chew on that for a second while I bring up another point. While I'm on the topic of consoles, I wanted to talk about the Scorpio and the Neo real quick. I didn't want to give them a video all to themselves because it's a topic that will become irrelevant in a year or so I'm going to try to keep this as lasting as possible. On PC, we can upgrade our hardware. This has been known for a very long time. Now, Sony and Microsoft are implementing a system where you're kind of upgrading, but I'm being generous. They're making new consoles. It's pretty much next-gen consoles. Except the thing is, they're saying that no games, not a single game will ever be on the Scorpio and Neo, and not the PS4 and Xbox One. So even though they have more power, there won't be any games that are different. Just higher graphical fidelity, and frame rates hopefully, which kind of puts me off a bit. I mean, in a way, this is like PCs. Some of us have low-spec machines that they don't upgrade, and then others like higher-spec machines, and games aren't much different other than draw distance, foliage, texture resolution, frame rates, and in a way this is cool, but I also feel like this may hold games back, might hinder developers who want to build a game around the newer systems, but have to take the originals into consideration. See, on PC, developers do work around lower-spec hardware, but if your specs are too low, you're just not playing the game. You need a better system. Whereas the Xbox One and PS4, even though seriously underpowered, would not be taken out of consideration here, and this is why it could hold games back. I almost feel like this is backwards, just when Microsoft does something right, but who knows? This has never been done before, and it might slowly turn into PC gaming. One day, Sony and Microsoft might stop making consoles and just make gaming PCs. Actually, Now that I think about it, that's pretty much what they're doing now. They're making restricted gaming PCs, and that in itself isn't a bad thing. Some people don't want to upgrade for themselves, but I still don't know about this system. Really, I'm not intrigued with the Scorpio or Neo. I'm curious about them, and as they get closer, I do plan on doing research on them. But I do think that Microsoft should be the main focus here. If they keep all the promises they make, I'm gonna have a whole new perspective on them. They may turn around, and I'm never one to deny anyone a second chance. Still, you can't forget that they are restrictive companies, but who knows? Them maturing may do the same thing for the whole economy. Maybe one day this whole which platform is better crap will go away, and we'll all be gaming together. Though I could be getting ahead of myself, but when it comes to a contest between Sony and Microsoft for pro-consumer business practice, Xbox won.